Let's take a look at a type of commodity commonly referred to as red metals. The term red metals refers to copper and copper-based alloys. Today we wish to discuss red metals, with a particular focus on the area of scrap brass and bronze recycling. In an effort to understand some of the key fundamentals that drive the waste and recycling industry, we have developed a website, waste.net, to act as a tool to assist in grasping the 4R strategy of reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Within the 4R's recycling sector, one of the challenges for a recycler is to identify and segregate scrap into the proper alloy groups. We will attempt to outline a few of the popular grades and sources of brass and bronze scrap. Brass types vary widely based on their copper, tin and zinc contents. The most abundant and commonly found red metal alloys that you may encounter will be either yellow or red brass. Yellow brass, a copper-zinc alloy, is usually a bright pale gold color, and is commonly used in sheeting, tubing and clips. Red brass, a copper-tin alloy, tends to have a higher copper content, giving it a pink-reddish tint. Red brass is typically used in castings. While bronze may contain various combinations of copper, zinc, tin and lead, some specialty alloys may also contain manganese, nickel and aluminum, but may also contain percentages of other metals. Two common types of bronze are manganese bronze and aluminum bronze. We typically encounter these materials as either solid scrap or as turnings. One source where you may find large quantities of bronze scrap is in the shipbreaking or marine repair industry in the form of large ship propeller scrap. Some additional types of red metal alloys are nickel-silver solid scrap, which may be found in the form of sheet, rod, castings and nickel-silver turnings. This material may also be known as German silver. Please note that this material actually contains no silver. It is typically made of an alloy of 60% copper, 20% nickel and 20% zinc and is usually non-magnetic. Cupronickel, or copper nickel, also a red metal alloy, is a corrosion-resistant alloy composed primarily of copper of 60 to 90%, nickel of 5 to 40% and small amounts of iron or manganese that are added for strength. Known for its silverish appearance and high resistance to seawater corrosion, it is commonly used in marine engineering and piping. Monel scrap, which consists of a nickel-copper alloy with a minimum 60% nickel content, is also a type of red metal alloy. Now, let's discuss some of the common sources of brass and bronze scrap. One of the most common sources of a mix of scrap red and yellow brass is C and F scrap, which refers to common plumbing cocks and faucet scrap. Plumbing cock fixtures and valve housings are typically red brass, while faucets tend to be yellow brass and are typically plated. Other common sources of brass scrap may be generated from electrical and electronic scrap. You may also encounter a variety of assorted sizes and shapes of scrap brass connectors as a mix of coated, plated, and uncoated electrical wire connection paraphernalia. Among the different types of wire scrap, it is not uncommon that you may encounter clean brass wire or insulated brass wire scrap. You may recover brass wire nodules from granulated wire systems or standard wire and cable reclamation processes. Radiator scrap is sourced from copper brass-based auto radiator scrap with a typical composition is 70% copper, 3 to 3.5% tin, 10 to 11% zinc and 7 to 8% lead. You may also encounter scrap heater cores from older copper brass automotive heater core radiators. Brass and bronze dross is generated as skimmings or slag from any copper, brass or bronze melting operations. Dross recovery may vary widely from batch to batch, depending on the quality of the input melting feedstocks. We intend to explore other types of scrap metals at some point in the future. Until then, please feel free to reach out to us at your convenience. Waste.net provides a neutral platform to assist in finding a market for scrap, waste and byproducts, with the goal of matching waste material generators directly with beneficial users of those materials. By connecting market participants, we foster collaboration and promote environmental sustainability. Please feel free to visit us today at www.waste.net.